Okay, so for years, the story about your gut, it's mostly been about bacteria, trillions of them.
Right, that's the number everyone quotes, outnumbering your own cells,
Ah.
supposedly.
Exactly, but what if that's just like the most obvious part, the part we can easily see?
Uh-huh.
What if there's this whole other layer, maybe even, a stranger ecosystem hiding in there, viruses, ancient fungi, maybe other things we barely know about?
That's exactly it.
And they could be, what, secretly steering your health, your mood, even your thoughts?
Precisely, that's where the science is heading. And
Yeah.
it's fascinating. For so long, we've focused on bacteria. It's like looking at a huge rainforest
Okay.
and only really describing the trees. Bacteria are the trees, absolutely fundamental. But you're missing so much else.
Like what?
Like the monkeys, the birds, the insects, the fungi growing on the trees. All that interaction, that's what makes it a rainforest.
I see. So we've been missing the rest of the wildlife, basically.
In a manner of speaking, yes. So this deep dive, it's about going beyond just the bacteria. We want to uncover these hidden players,
Mm-hmm.
maybe even the real rulers of your gut.
Okay, I'm intrigued. The real rulers. So our mission here is to explore this hidden world based on the latest science.
Exactly. Understand what's actually in there and how it impacts, well, everything about you.
And we're drawing on some really cutting-edge research, right? Including insights from sources like the secret rulers of your gut.
That's right. Some really eye-opening stuff.
Okay, let's dive in. Let's unpack this. So beyond bacteria, where do we start? What are these secret rulers?
Well, first up, and this might surprise you, are viruses.
Viruses, but aren't they, the bad guys, the things that make us sick?
Usually, yes, that's how we think of them. But in the gut, we're mostly talking about a specific type. Bacteriophages,
Mm.
or just phages.
Bacteriophages. Okay, what do they do?
Think of them as microbial puppet masters, or maybe peacekeepers. Their job isn't to infect us.
Right, yeah.
Their job is to infect bacteria. They regulate bacterial populations. They keep everything in balance, prevent any one type of bacteria from getting too powerful, from taking over.
Wow. So the things we normally fear are actually keeping order down there. That's kind of amazing.
It really is. They are a crucial checks and balances system, and their numbers are staggering, potentially even rivaling the bacteria they control.
Incredible. Okay, so viruses are regulating bacteria. But you mentioned other things. It's not just viruses and bacteria, is it?
No, not at all. We also have to talk about fungi, the microbiome.
Fungi, like yeast, things like that.
Exactly. Things like candida or Saccharomyces, which you find in baker's yeast. Now, fungi make up a tiny, tiny fraction of the total microbes,
Are tiny.
less than 0.1%. Really small numbers compared to bacteria.
Okay, seems almost insignificant then.
You'd think so.
Yeah.
But their influence is huge, way out of proportion to their numbers. They interact really closely with your immune system and also with the bacteria.
Oh.
Well, especially when things get disrupted. Like after you take antibiotics, the bacterial landscape changes dramatically. That can give fungi like candida an opportunity to grow more than usual.
Ah, okay, so they can step in when the bacteria are knocked back.
Right. They can be helpful sometimes, involved in certain processes, but if they get out of balance, they can definitely contribute to problems like inflammation.
So another layer of complexity, viruses managing bacteria, fungi interacting with both. What else? You mentioned ancient organisms?
Yes, the archaea. These are really fascinating. They're single-celled organisms, but they're distinct from bacteria. Ancient life forms, really.
Like living fossils inside us.
Sort of. A good example is Methanobrevibacter smithii. It's quite common in the human gut.
And what's its job?
Its main role seems to be recycling. It takes waste products from other bacteria, specifically hydrogen gas,
Okay.
and converts it into methane, which might sound weird, but by removing that hydrogen, it actually helps other bacterial reactions run more efficiently. It enhances digestion overall.
So it's like the gut's little cleanup crew, making everything else work better.
Exactly. And some research suggests they might even play a role in protecting against certain diseases. So you see, it's not just bacteria. It's this incredibly dynamic mix. Viruses, fungi, archaea, all interacting, communicating in ways we're really just starting to figure out.
It paints a picture of this, wow, this incredibly intricate, self-regulating world inside us, like a microscopic symphony.
That's a great way to put it.
But like any complex system, it must be fragile, right? What happens when things go wrong, when modern life messes with this delicate balance?
You hit the nail on the head. It is vulnerable. And modern life poses some serious threats. A big one, Antibiotics.
Right, you mentioned them before, the chemical bombs.
Exactly. They're miracle drugs, absolutely vital in many cases.
Hmm.
But for the gut, they're indiscriminate. They wipe out the bad guys, sure, but they take out huge numbers of beneficial bacteria, too.
Leaving a gap.
A vacuum. And who rushes in to fill that vacuum? Often it's fungi, like candida, or maybe more resistant bacteria. The natural checks and balances are gone, leading to imbalance inflammation.
Okay, that makes sense. What else? Diet must play a huge role.
Oh, absolutely. Our modern Western diet, often low in fiber, high in processed foods, is basically starving most of our microbes.
Starving them? How?
Think about it. Different microbes thrive on different types of fiber. They need variety. Fruits, vegetables, legumes, whole grains, they all offer different foods for different microbial specialists.
But if we just eat processed stuff,
We're only feeding a very small, specific group of microbes.
okay,
The others dwindle. Diversity plummets.
and less diversity is bad.
Definitely. We see it clearly comparing people in industrialized nations versus those in more rural traditional societies. The diversity in industrialized guts is often much, much lower. It creates a kind of fragile monoculture, less resilient to disturbances.
Wow, so we're accidentally making our inner ecosystems weaker just by what we eat or don't eat. What about our obsession with being clean? All the sanitizers, antibacterial soaps.
That's another factor, yes. Over-sanitization. While hygiene is obviously important, being too sterile might actually hinder the development of our immune system.
How so? I thought cleaner was always better.
Well, your immune system kind of learns and gets trained by encountering a wide range of microbes, harmless and otherwise, especially early in life. If it's shielded from too much, it doesn't get that essential training.
So it might overreact later to things it shouldn't.
Exactly. It might become unprepared for real threats, or it might mistakenly react to harmless things like pollen or dust mites, contributing to allergies or even autoimmune issues. It needs that interaction.
So antibiotics, poor diet, over-sanitizing. It sounds like we're simplifying, sterilizing, and starting our guts.
That's a very good summary. And the consequences, by July 4, 2025, are becoming clearer and clearer. They go way beyond just an upset stomach.
Okay, this is the crucial part then. What are those consequences? What does this gut dysbiosis, this imbalance, actually do to us, to our overall health and well-being?
The ripple effects are systemic. They touch almost every aspect of your health. Let's start with immunity.
Okay.
A huge portion of your immune cells, maybe 70%, actually live in or around your gut lining.
70%. Wow.
Yeah. So your gut microbes are constantly interacting with these immune cells. They send signals, basically educating the immune system about what's friend and what's foe.
So if the microbes are out of whack,
The signals get distorted, the immune system gets confused, it might underreact to actual threats, making you more prone to infections, or, crucially, it might overreact.
attacking things it shouldn't.
Exactly. Like your own tissues, leading to autoimmune diseases. Think inflammatory bowel disease, IBD, rheumatoid arthritis, maybe even allergies. An unstable virome or microbiome can seriously misguide your immunity.
That connection is just profound. Gut health directly training your immune system.
What about metabolism? Does it affect things like weight? Absolutely. Your gut microbes play a massive role in metabolism. How you extract calories from food, how you store fat, how your body responds to sugar, and insulin microbes influence all of this.
How?
Different microbes produce different enzymes and byproducts. Some are better at breaking down complex carbs, releasing more energy. Others produce compounds that affect fat storage or insulin sensitivity.
So changes in your microbes could actually make you more likely to gain weight or develop diabetes?
Yes. Research strongly links gut dysbiosis to conditions like obesity and type 2 diabetes. The microbial community is, in essence, helping to regulate your body's entire energy balance.
Okay, immunity, metabolism, that's already huge. But then there's the gut-brain connection. This is the one that always blows my mind.
It's truly revolutionary, isn't it? The gut-brain axis.
Yeah. The idea that these tiny organisms in your gut are talking to your brain and influencing your mood.
It's not just an idea anymore. The evidence is compelling. Your gut microbes actually produce neurotransmitters.
They make brain chemicals.
Many of the same ones your brain uses. Serotonin, for example. Huge amount of your body's serotonin is made in the gut, influenced by microbes. Also dopamine, GABA.
So our gut feelings are literal.
In a very real sense, yes.
Ah.
They communicate with the brain via various pathways, including the vagus nerve and through the immune system. And as of now, July 4, 2025, Research is increasingly showing strong links between gut dysbiosis and mental health conditions like anxiety and depression.
Wow.
It suggests that the state of your inner world is quite literally shaping your emotional landscape, your identity, how you experience the world. It's a complete paradigm shift.
It really is. Thinking that managing your gut could be part of managing your mental health, it's huge.
Right.
So, okay, it feels like this amazing ecosystem is really under siege from modern living.
It often is, yes.
But it's not hopeless, right? Can we do anything? Can we become like gut guardians, help restore this balance?
Absolutely. It's definitely not hopeless. And the great news is it doesn't necessarily require drastic measures or some magic pill.
Good. What does it
Right.
require?
Mostly, it requires thoughtful, consistent care. Shifting your mindset from fighting bad microbes to nurturing a diverse, resilient community.
Okay, nurturing. How do we do that? Where do we start?
Diet is number one. And the key word is diversity.
Diversity.
Yeah.
More than just eating healthy.
Yes. Aim for variety. Try to eat 30 or more different types of plant-based foods each week.
30. That sounds like a lot.
It might seem like it, but think broadly. Fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, legumes, whole grains. Even herbs and spices count. Each different plant feeds different microbes.
Ah, so variety feeds variety.
Precisely. It provides a wide range of fibers and polyphenols, nurturing a diverse community which naturally helps keep things like opportunistic fungi in check.
Okay, eat the rainbow and then some. What else besides variety?
Fermented foods are fantastic.
Like kimchi, sauerkraut.
Yes, kimchi, sauerkraut, kefir, plain yogurt with live cultures, kombucha. These contain live microbes, plus beneficial byproducts they produce during fermentation.
Is there evidence they actually help?
Yes, good evidence. A Stanford study, for instance, showed that eating fermented foods regularly boosted gut microbial diversity and lowered markers of inflammation.
Okay, fermented foods, dietary diversity. What about lifestyle stuff beyond food?
Definitely. Consider your environment. Maybe ease up on the constant use of harsh sanitizers at home. Let a little bit of the outside world in.
Oh, open windows.
Open windows, spend time in nature, maybe get a pet, don't be afraid of a little dirt. This gentle exposure helps train your immune system, remember. Makes it more robust.
Right, the immune training. Makes sense. Anything else?
Stress and sleep. Hugely important.
Ah, the usual suspects.
They really impact the gut. Chronic stress can directly harm your microbes, alter gut motility, blood flow. It throws things off. Managing stress through mindfulness, walks, whatever works for you is crucial. And getting enough quality sleep allows your whole system, including your gut, to repair and function properly.
So it's really a holistic picture. Diet, environment, stress, sleep. It's about creating the right conditions for this ecosystem to thrive.
Exactly. You're not trying to micromanage it or wage war. You're the architect, the gardener. You're
Yeah.
fostering resilience, diversity, balance.
Cultivating your inner garden. I like that.
That's the goal.
So let's recap. It's clear our gut is so much more than just bacteria. It's this bustling world. You've got viruses acting as regulators, fungi playing influential roles, these ancient archaea doing cleanup.
A whole metropolis.
Right, and it's all deeply connected to basically everything. Our immune system, our metabolism, even our mood and happiness. Modern life definitely throws challenges its way.
No doubt about it.
But it's not a lost cause. We can actively support it. Every diverse meal, every walk outside, every moment we take to de-stress. It's like casting a vote for resilience inside ourselves.
Well put.
You really are like a planet hosting this complex inner world. If you nurture it, it sustains you back. It's quite profound. And honestly, if you found this deep dive as, well, mind-expanding as we did, you should definitely check out Mind Expansion Daily. You'll find loads more incredible insights and information like this there.
Good resource.
Yeah, we highly recommend visiting Mind Expansion Daily. And hey, while you're there, please do like and subscribe to Mind Expansion Daily for more fascinating explorations just like this one.
Absolutely. And if we just pull back for a second, think bigger picture. Your gut isn't just doing digestion. It's acting like a dynamic control center, influencing your whole being in ways we're only just starting to appreciate. Which really makes you wonder,
It's that.
what other hidden ecosystems might be thriving within us that we haven't even begun to understand yet? And how might they be shaping who we are?
That is a fascinating thought to end on. Stay curious, everyone. Keep exploring, and we'll see you on the next deep dive.